Hi, welcome to the video for Punchestown Day 1. I've got 4 horses who I'll be watching out for at Punchestown tomorrow. 3 of them are in quality races where the prices aren't exactly generous. 1 who I'm interested in for Cheltenham next season, and 1 handicapper. It should always be your own horses that you back. Like I've always said, we had a good entry. Air was not very kind. But the 4 horses who I'm keen on tomorrow are in the 4:15. I was deeply impressed by Echoes in Rain in the last 2 races. I'm really shocked that Paul Townend's gone with Blue Lord. I think this horse has looked, I mean, it's a bold statement, but I think she's looked a prospective champion hurdler next season. That is a very bold statement. I wouldn't expect people to be sort of following me in that assessment, but I think she could be. I thought the win over Belfast Banter was really impressive at the time, and I was really excited to see her come back out, and I was just even more impressed last time out at Fairyhouse. I was so impressed with her that I was wondering when I was putting the money on for the champion hurdle, have I got this horse all wrong? So when I made the video with Gary and Andy Holding, I did ask Andy Holding his assessment, and he said that he'd stopped both videos of the 2 mile race for Echoes in Rain and the 2 mile 4 race for Sky Ace. He'd stopped them with a circuit to go and played them on together, and the Echoes in Rain had produced an extremely exciting performance in relation to Sky Ace. And even though Sky Ace race was over 4 furlongs further, that Echoes in Rain had looked a very good mare on the day. That sort of matched up with my visual impression of what I thought I saw. Can she beat Blue Lord? Well, I'll be disappointed if she can't. I mean, it's all assessments, and you're looking at the stable jockey going with Blue Lord, whereas my visual impression and my view is that he's got it wrong here, that he's got it very wrong, in fact. But it could be me that has it wrong. We'll have to wait till tomorrow afternoon to find out. But I was really impressed with Echoes in Rain. She'd be my pick for this. At odds on, would I back her tomorrow? I'm not sure, but I've played her in the champion hurdle. I'd like to see her win, and I'd like to see her win very well, in truth. In the 4:50, this is a handicap where everybody will just be picking one horse and trying to find an edge. I don't actually think you can study the form in these races and actually see the winner of these races. It's which one's been kept for the race, which one's sort of held their handicap mark the best. And for me, my pick will be Wonder Laish. He's in the Charles Burns yard, which has been transferred, just like Gordon Elliott's has been transferred into another trainer's name for the next 6 months. I just really liked this horse last season. I thought he was better than a handicapper. He's back into a handicap, and I just think he'll run a decent race each way at 12-1. It won't be a big play, but I like this horse, and I'll be on Wonder Laish. In the 5:25, Allaho. I talked about Allaho after when he won the Ryanair, and people were sort of questioning that I hadn't mentioned Allaho in the videos. Well, I was fairly sure I had, and I definitely did on the mid-season video with Gary and Andrew Blair White, where I categorically said that Allaho was a cliff horse for me. And he had cost me a lot of money in the season before, where I'd backed him for the Marsh, because I thought 2 miles 4 was his distance, and then he'd gone to the 3 mile RSA. Now let's look at that RSA. Him and Manila Indo went off like scalded cats and they both fell in a hole in the last half furlong. But Allaho isn't really a 3 miler, yet he's gone toe to toe with a Gold Cup winner in that race, and he's only given best in the last furlong. He's gone back to 2 miles 4 and he's absolutely routed them. The problem here is he's going back to 2 miles now. I'm not convinced that going back to 2 miles, that this bold front running jumping performance will get these horses into trouble as easy as he got Min and etc. into trouble in the Ryanair. I also worry that Chacun Pour Soi didn't run his race at Cheltenham. So it makes it a difficult race, because for sure Nubie Negra is overpriced at 6-1, but that will be rectified. I'm sure that Nubie Negra will come into a more realistic price, like probably 9-2. The problem for me is I can't decide whether Allaho's front running performance can get Chacun into trouble, and if Chacun underperformed on the day. I think if someone put a gun to my head, I'd back Chacun Pour Soi, but it wouldn't be with a whole lot of confidence. So Chacun Pour Soi would just be my pick in that race. There certainly wouldn't be many exchanging hands on that pick. It's fairly similar in the 6:30. Most people will fancy either Monkfish or Envoy Allen, and it's just personal choice. For me, it would be Monkfish. Envoy Allen's never really convinced me over fences yet, and I do wonder, certain horses won't be affected by stable changes etc, but I do wonder if the stable change has affected him. He was unbeaten, and yet he's got all upset before his race at Cheltenham and then fallen. It could easily have been seeing his groom for the first time since he'd left the stable. Anything like that could upset a horse. But Monkfish has been exemplary all season. He didn't run well at Cheltenham, yet he still won. They say the times and sectionals were fairly good, and so the horses who were behind him, they came out and ran poorly, which means he probably ran them into ground. But that swings both ways, in that Monkfish may have run the race at Cheltenham, and with Envoy Allen being a fresh horse, it could be his day tomorrow. For me, I'd fancy Monkfish, but I wouldn't be telling anybody to go in with any confidence. Tomorrow for me, I'll be having a few quid on Wonder Laish each way, and I'll be extremely excited to see Echoes in Rain in the Champion Novice. I think she's the real deal. I could have it all wrong, but I really want to see an impressive performance from her tomorrow. She's definitely the horse I'm most looking forward to seeing, but she's odds on, and I can't recommend you back her at that price. If you do want to have any money on Echoes in Rain, I'd say I'd have it on for the Champion Hurdle. It could be up in smoke by tomorrow night, or you could be sitting on a half decent anti-post bet for next season. So that's my views on Punchestown Day 1. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I could do with a few more subscribers so I can do some live videos. That would be great. So if you do like the videos, just hit the subscribe button. But for now, excited to watch Echoes in Rain. A few quid on Wonder Laish. Good luck with your bets. I'll speak to you tomorrow for racing on Wednesday. Bye for now.